There's a weird new poll out from Gallup on the issue of smoking that I wanted to share with you, and it's specifically tobacco. We're not talking about weed or anything else. So first they asked the question, should smoking be made totally illegal in the country? Totally illegal. Now, the results of this, I don't know, this one specifically, maybe a little surprising, but not really. I still think it's too high for people that said yes. 19% of people said yes, smoking should be made illegal. 79% of people said no. So again, a little bit awkward. 19 is still too high a number, but by and large, 79% is still an overwhelming majority that says, look, let them smoke. Okay, if somebody wants to smoke, let them do it. So here comes the crazy part. They asked the question, should smoking in all public places be made totally illegal or not? Look at this. 56% of the American people say that smoking should be made totally illegal in public. Only 44% say no. That is incredible. And when you look at the direction of the, because they track this historically, when you look at the direction of the response, I mean, in 2001, it was totally reversed. 60% of people say, of course not, you should be able to smoke in public places. And 39% of people said, no, ban it in public places. Now it's totally reversed. There was a high between 2003 and 2004. 68% of people say, of course you should be allowed to smoke in public. Only 31% said, no, ban it. Again, it's totally reversed. 56% say ban it in public. 44% say don't. So, damn is my only response to this, man. Look, I don't get it. Sometimes, on some issues, I always say the American people are politically schizophrenic. You know what that means? It means that sometimes they're really smart on a lot of issues, as polling data has shown on just various political issues, and sometimes they're really fucking dumb. Like on the issue of religion, for example, we're still overwhelmingly religious, and people hold these crazy beliefs about intelligent design and creationism, and evolution doesn't poll nearly as high as it should. I think a majority of people in the country, or close to it, believe in creation. So we're politically schizophrenic. Sometimes we're spot on. Other times we're helplessly stupid and wildly off base. This is a perfect example right here. Do people not get like what public means? It's not in a building. They're not talking about like in a local government building in an enclosed area where you can get secondhand smoke. They're talking about like a park, a beach, when you're on a giant fucking ashtray. You can't smoke on a giant ashtray. Open air places, walking on the sidewalk, a public sidewalk, okay? You want to ban smoking outside. Outside. Look, don't get me wrong, man. I get it. I'm totally in favor of private smoking bans, right? For people to say, well, secondhand smoke, it's been proven it affects people scientifically, so, okay, you shouldn't be able to give that guy cancer because of your fucking vice. I get it. Ban it inside. No problem with that. But banning it outside simply because some people don't like the vice themselves? It doesn't make any sense. And understand something, if anybody should be biased in the other direction, it's me. My dad died at the age of 56 from lung cancer from smoking cigarettes. I fucking smoked cigarettes for at least 5 years, about a pack a day. So if anybody should be biased, it's me. But look, I'm not, because I'm willing to be objective and I'm willing to be rational about it, and I'm willing to say that people have a right, if they want to put themselves in an early grave. Okay? You have a right to be an idiot. You have a right to be stupid. And to ban smoking in public places, that's like actual nanny state badgering. So the idea of the nanny state sometimes gets a bad rap, and they use it for, like, food stamps. Oh, nanny state. Healthcare. Oh, nanny state. No, those are areas where the government should be involved. That's a good nanny state. That's a good nanny. That's like the nanny that you had an affair with when you're 18, right? But this is the bad nanny state. This is actual nanny state badgering. This is like bordering tyranny, fascism. We're going to tell you what to do, even when it's clearly your decision in that particular issue. So, weird, man. It's weird. We need to be careful. We got to be careful that we always have these trends with different beliefs that we have. And sometimes we get carried the fuck away. And one of those issues is smoking. There's rightly this anti-smoking mindset in America because there's been so much evidence that it does all these terrible things to you. Emphysema, lung cancer, takes people away from us early. We've done a good anti-smoking campaign, which makes sense because you got to get the facts out there, right? But sometimes we take it too far where we border on, because this thing, we don't like this thing, we need to get rid of it. Well, that's silly, because then it's a slippery slope. How long until we get rid of McDonald's and Wendy's because people die at the age of 47 from heart attacks from eating that all the time? How long until we get rid of, other things, monstrous truck rallies where somebody might die, or NASCAR? I'm not a fan of it, but hey, it's freedom. You do what you want to do, right? So we got to be careful with this stuff. So overall, very strange poll and kind of surprising.